For me to really like this makeup look, I need to go all the way. I might regret this. I might hate myself for doing this. Alright everyone, so let's get started. Now for today's video, we're just going to jump right into the makeup. Today I really want to do something very red, very intense, so let's get started. So first thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be priming my lids. So I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. I'm just taking that with my finger and I'm going to dab this all over my lid. And I'm also going to take some of that on my under eye, because I am planning on doing something very intense, and I'm probably going to do my lower lash before my complexion. So first thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking this right here. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao, and I'm actually going to be using this brown eyeliner as a base for the red shadow. So if you want, you could go ahead and use a red eyeliner, but I don't have a red eyeliner. So I'm going to use the next best thing, which is the brown pencil. And I'm not really mad at using this brown pencil because it's going to give a really rich brown deep effect to the red eyeshadow. So I think it's going to turn out really nicely, even though this is a brown eyeliner. So I'm going to be using this eyeliner as a guide and as a base for the red eyeshadow. I don't really want to go in with the red eyeshadow first, because I know myself and I'm going to go overboard, and red pigment is really hard to remove. So I do want to go ahead and use this brown eyeliner to really sketch out where I want my eyeshadow to go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to concentrate this shade in my inner and my outer corner on my mobile lid. So I'm just going to start and dab this right here in my inner corner. And I don't want to bring this too close to the center of my eye. I really want to keep the center of my eye empty. And I'm also going to place that on my outer corner. And you'll notice that I'm keeping the shape of this brown pencil very rounded. So here, for example, I kept the inner corner round, and I'm going to keep the outer corner also rounded. So I'm not really going to wing it out. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be taking my JH42 brush, which is a really small compact brush, and I'm going to use that to really blend out this brown shade. And I'm going to be doing very small tapping motions. So I don't really want this shade to be too blown out. I still want it to be very condensed. So I'm just going over all these edges and doing very small tapping motions. And I'm going to do some back and forth between the pencil and the brush until I'm happy with the pigment and the blend. And I am going to connect it in the center of my crease, but very, very lightly, kind of doing a halo eye. That's pretty much what we're doing right now, a halo eye. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go into the Pure and Raw Beauty Christie palette, and I'm going to go into the shade called Flavor Town, which is a red shade. You can use any red eyeshadows you have. And I'm going to start and pack this exactly on top of the brown liner. So I am being very harsh at the moment. I really just want to have the perfect shape. And now I'm going to start and connect both sides in the crease. I don't have a lot of eyeshadow left on the brush. I'm even going to remove some of that. So next, I'm going to take my trusty JH40 brush, which is a very small blending brush. And I'm going to start and do very small circular motion to try to blend this red pigment out just a little bit. I really do not want to go overboard. So I'm just going to start and, you know, do small circular motions. And also, I'm keeping this center empty, so I'm not going to put any eyeshadow there, but I am connecting both sides on my lash line. And I'm going to go back in with that flat brush and with the red shade, and I'm just going to intensify some areas. Alright, so here we go. I'm pretty happy with the blend and the pigment. So next I'm going to take a Q-tip with some micellar water, and I'm just going to carve out certain areas of this eyeshadow. So for example, I want to create kind of a negative liner effect on my outer corner. So I'm just going to go back in with my MAC paint pot and I'm going to reprime my under eye area. I'm going to take a angled brush with the same red shade, or actually, I'm not taking any risks today. So I'm going to take my pencil. So this is the Endless Cacao pencil. And I'm going to create two lines. So one of the lines is going to go from my lower lash line to the top of the shape, of the rounded shape we have going on. And another one is also going to go around the shape in our inner corners. So I'm going to start on my under eye, a few millimeters down of my lash line, so it's not touching my lash line, but it's a little bit lower. And then it's going to go up around the red line, the red shape. And then I'm going to do the same with my inner corners, but I feel like my inner corners, there's not enough red towards my tear duct, so I'm just going to add just a little bit more red near my tear duct. So next I'm going to go in with an angled brush and the red shade, and I'm going to go on top of where we just applied the brown liner. And with a small blender brush, I'm just going to go on these edges and blend them out. I don't really like the fact that this line goes all around, so I think I'm just going to remove the line near my tear duct. I'll just reapply a little bit of my primer. And I think I'm going to go in with a very, very tiny brush. This is a BH Cosmetics Precise brush. I'm going to take that red and I'm just going to like intensify the lines in my inner corners. Also, I don't really like the negative liner I have on my outer corner. Like, it's not there enough to be a staple or like a punch. It's like just there and it's kind of messing up the look. So I'm just going to fill that negative liner space with the brown liner. And I'm going to go on top with the red pigment just to like reapply the red. Next, I'm going to take this time my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I'm going to take some on the back of my hand and I'm going to use this concealer with a very detailed brush. And with that concealer, I'm just going to clean some of the lines. So pretty much all the lines inside. But be very careful not to put this concealer on top of the red because then it's going to turn pink. You don't want that. I just decided to remove the line in my inner corners because I felt like it was a little bit too much. I think it's looking better like this. I'm not sure how I feel about this makeup look right now. I'm going to trust the process. Next, I'm going to go into my Pat Mogwat Mega Mothership palette. I really deeply want to buy her palette from this year. It looks so pretty. There's so many pretty shades, but anyways, it's too expensive. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here. You can take any pretty golden shade you want. I'm going to take that with a JH39 brush and I'm going to place that on the very top of like the halo eye, the center of the halo eye, like right here, just to give some texture to this makeup look. But as you can see, I'm keeping that like in the crease. I don't want that to go all over. And then with a very small brush in that same shimmer shade, I think I'm going to apply some around the red in the inner corner. Yeah, I think I like that. Yes. And I think I'm also going to put some on the outer corner. And I'm also going to put some on the very center of my lower lash line. So now would be the time for mascara because I am doubting this makeup look, but I need to trust the process. And I think that this makeup look calls for maybe chunky lashes. So I'm going to be taking the Bad Gal mascara from Benefit, and this mascara gives the most chunky, intense lashes ever. I don't especially like this mascara for every day, but if you want to have a clunky, spidery lash look, you might like this. Yeah, I definitely don't like this mascara, even for clunky, chunky lashes. It's not, I don't like it. So I'm going to try and go on top with the Roller Lash Mascara. Okay, I'm still not sure about the way I feel about this makeup look. I'm just going to do the same on the other eye really quickly. I hope I like it. And I'll be right back. I'm still not sure how I feel about this makeup look. It's kind of like simple and weird, and I just did a shape similar to this one, so I really thought that this makeup look would be more interesting. But anyways, I'm going to keep on going. So now we're going to start working on the complexion. So first I'm going to be taking my Rare Beauty primer. This is the Pore Diffusing Primer. I really enjoy this primer because it's hydrating at the same time. It's not really like the Professional primer where it's kind of a silicone matte effect. This is such an interesting texture because it's kind of like that, but more hydrating. So I'm going to take a little bit and I'm just going to, you know, massage this, especially in the center of my face and also around my chin, because I do have a lot of skin texture on my chin. So I'm taking my Rare Beauty foundation in the shade 140C. I'm just applying a little bit all over my face. And with my Rare Beauty brush, I'm going to buff all of this in. And for my concealer, I'm going to be taking my Milk Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm going to place some of that under my eye and blend this in with my foundation brush. For my bronzer, I'm going to be taking my Haus Labs Heat Spell Bronzer and Highlight Duo, and I'm going to take the bronzer in the shade Savannah. And I'm going to be blending this bronzer with a Real Techniques blush brush. And, you know, I'm just going to bronze my skin up. So I'm going to be placing that on the temples and the hollows of the cheeks. I think that for me to really like this makeup look, I need to go all the way. I might regret this, I might hate myself for doing this, but right now this makeup look is not really speaking to me, so I think I want to go a step further. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a powder. This is the Florasis Setting Peach Powder. I'm going to take a little bit of it and I'm just going to set around my eye area. And I'm going to bring that powder towards my bronzer. It feels weird to powder down my cheekbones. Usually I would want to make them more glowy. Now I'm going to take a dual fiber brush with the blush called Dandelion from Benefit. And I'm going to be very generous with this and really pack this very closely to my eye. I think just to give some transition to this makeup look, I'm also going to go into the Haus Labs Blush and Highlight Duo, and this is in the shade Bouquet. I'm going to take that with the same brush, and I'm just going to place that in the exact same area. This blush has a little bit more pigment, so I think that it's going to be a really nice transition color for the red shade we're going to apply after. I think I'm ready to take some risks. Red shade blush brush. Let's do this. I'm just taking a little bit. I'm going to remove most of it on the back of my hand. I really want to make sure to work in layers. I don't want to have too much pigment all at once. So I'm just going to place that very closely to my eye. I'm going to take the JH40 brush and I'm just going to re-intensify that red shade along the line on the outer corner. I'm not sure about this makeup look, help me. I think I need to use a very golden highlight to complement the goldiness of the lids. So I'm going to be taking the Oden's Eye Norn's Mesmerizer, and this is in the shade Veil of Future. And I'm going to take that with a highlight brush, and you know, I'm going to be placing that on the high points of my cheeks. All right, all right, all right. Just because my lips are looking very empty, I think I'm just going to fill my lips in. So I'm going to start by lining them using the Illamasqua coloring pencil in the shade Lust. And I'm going to be overlining my lips today. Alright, and then I'm going to fill my lips in using the Florasis lipstick in the shade M126, which is a really nice red shade. Alright, so next I'm going to fill my brows in. So I'm going to be using the Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade number 3. And then I'm going to fluff my brows up using the 24-hour brow setter. Alright, so I think I prefer this much more than this. So I'm going to remove this, and how I achieved this, I just reprimed the area, and I literally just took the red shade with a angled brush and created a very extended line coming from my lower lash line, and then I brought it back towards the top of the eyeshadow, and then I started working with some concealer. So I just took a little bit of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer and I just applied a little bit just to make everything a little bit more sharp and more intense. And with the concealer, I'm just bringing some of that skin tone towards my crease just to make this point more long and intense. And also I decided to take a little bit more concealer and make my inner corners more bright. So I just went in my inner corners on top of that shimmer shade. I just want to make it more like skin toned. I'm much more happy with this look right now. It's very weird, but I feel like it's definitely better than what we had. When you don't like a makeup look, you can always take the opportunity to like just say fuck it, and I'm just going to play with makeup, see if what I do next is going to be worst or be better. You already don't like the look, so you can like build on it, and that's what I did. I'm really happy with this look right now. It's very, very intense. So for today's secret emoji, let's do something simple and go with red. So put the red heart in the comment section down below. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. So I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. You can also subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every single Mondays, so subscribe so that you don't miss any of the makeup Mondays. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.